You are not weak for questioning everything. You are not broken for feeling lost. Friedrich Nietzsche believed that the collapse of your identity, the chaos, the pain, the inner war, is not a curse. It is a summons. A summons to become something more than society told you to be. You're not going mad. You're awakening. Welcome to the fire of Nietzsche's philosophy. Friedrich Nietzsche was not just a philosopher, he was a rebel mystic of the soul. Born in 1844, he endured chronic illness, isolation, and public rejection. But instead of surrendering to despair, he alchemized his pain into some of the most powerful philosophical texts the world has ever seen. Nietzsche didn't write for the comfortable. He wrote for those who were burning to become. He saw suffering not as something to be avoided, but as something sacred. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star, he wrote. In other words, your breakdown is the raw material of your becoming. His philosophy is a guide for those willing to burn through illusion and rise, alone, defiant, and free. One of Nietzsche's most infamous declarations is this: God is dead. But he wasn't celebrating atheism, he was mourning meaning. He believed that traditional religion, morality, and culture had collapsed, leaving a spiritual vacuum. When the old gods die, what fills the void? He warned that without creating meaning for ourselves, the void would consume us. This is spiritual awakening in its rawest form, not the gentle light of comfort, but the terrifying responsibility to create a life worth living with no map. This brings us to one of his core ideas, the will to power. Nietzsche saw this not as domination over others, but as the inner drive to overcome, to transcend, to become. It's the part of you that rises after devastation. The force that rebuilds you after your identity shatters. This is where his philosophy aligns deeply with spiritual growth. The will to power is the drive to transmute pain into strength, not bypass it, not avoid it, but use it. When you awaken spiritually, you realize your life is not about comfort. It's about evolution. It's about forging your true self from the ashes. Nietzsche challenged us with a simple but haunting idea: become who you are. On the surface, it sounds like a motivational quote. But for Nietzsche, this was a sacred demand. You are not born whole. You are born with the capacity to forge yourself through trials, reflection, and radical truth-telling. You must shed the roles, dissolve the mask, and confront your inner chaos. You don't find yourself, you create yourself. This process, of shedding falsehoods and emerging authentic, is the spiritual journey in its rawest form. And then comes his most beautiful teaching, Amor Fati, the love of fate. Nietzsche taught us to embrace all that life brings, not just endure it, but love it. Imagine loving your heartbreak. Loving your losses. Loving the very moments you once wished never happened. That is spiritual mastery. Nietzsche calls us to say, yes. Even this. Even this pain, even this fire, I love it. It made me. To love your fate is to be unshakable. You stop asking, why me? And start declaring, let it shape me. Nietzsche never sugarcoated the path of awakening. He knew it would cost you everything you thought you were. But in return, it gives you the self you were always meant to be. The self that is real. The self that is earned. Through chaos, you find clarity. Through fire, you forge identity. Through suffering, you awaken. So if you're walking through the dark night, if you've lost the story you once lived by, remember, Nietzsche's path is not one of despair. It is one of rebirth. You are not lost. You are becoming. And that is sacred. In the heart of this philosophical fire, Nietzsche dares you to face your fears and insecurities head-on. He creates a space where suffering transforms into a catalyst for profound self-discovery. Your existential crises become moments of awakening, revealing truths about yourself you may have buried deep. The shadows of your doubts are not enemies, they are the messengers of your evolution, guiding you toward a more authentic existence. Embrace this discomfort, for in doing so, you step beyond the ordinary. You are not simply living, you are unraveling the layers of yourself hidden beneath societal expectations and conditioning. As you delve deeper into Nietzsche's teachings, you uncover the concept of eternal recurrence, a thought experiment that compels you to evaluate your life. Imagine having to live the same life, with all its joys and sorrows, repeatedly for eternity. This idea stirs something profound within you. If you can embrace your life fully, every triumph and every hardship, then you have truly mastered it. It's a challenge alluringly wrapped in a haunting question: would you choose each moment again? Your answer shapes the path you walk, urging you to infuse each day with purpose and passion. With every choice, you are not just living, you are sculpting your destiny, infusing your existence with meaning that transcends despair. In this crucible of continuous rebirth, every moment becomes a teacher, every experience a lesson in resilience. The weight of past missteps transforms into a backpack of wisdom, equipping you for the journey ahead. Nietzsche's philosophy invites you to engage with life fully, to gaze unflinchingly at not just who you are but who you might become. Imagine standing at the edge of your fears and declaring, "This life, fateful, chaotic, exquisite, I will embrace it all." When you accept the truth of your existence, the trials become stepping stones. Love your fate, cherish each scar, and wear your wounds like badges of honor. In this embrace, you not only reclaim lost power but ignite a passion that drives you forward. With each step, you solidify the foundation of your newfound identity, weaving together your past pain and present strength into a tapestry of authenticity. You are no longer a prisoner of your doubts, instead, you are the architect of your destiny, embracing both light and shadow. Let the fire of your awakening forge the path to your true self. As you walk this path of self-creation, remember that the society around you may not understand your journey. Conversations with friends may shift, and relationships might feel strained as your ideals evolve. Yet, in these moments of solitude, you will find your greatest truths. The whispers of your heart lead you beyond the familiar and into the unknown, daring you to question everything you once accepted without thought. Embrace the solitude, it becomes the crucible in which your spirit is tested and reborn. Those who once walked alongside you may fall away, yet they made space for the emergence of a more authentic tribe, those who resonate with your awakening. You are not merely surviving, you are igniting a movement within your own life, championing the radical idea of becoming who you truly are meant to be. This journey, though often lonely, is a celebration of the transformative power of self-truth and authenticity. Each revelation is a step closer to that magnificent vision of yourself, liberated from the chains of conformity. As you stand at this crossroads of transformation, it's important to remember that embracing your true self is a revolutionary act. You challenge the norms, confront the status quo, and defy limitations imposed by others. This acts as a rallying cry, urging you to break free from societal expectations and instead forge your own path. The journey of self-discovery is not meant for the faint of heart, it requires courage to face the unknown. But in this uncertain terrain lies the potential for extraordinary growth. Let each step you take be a testament to your resilience and a celebration of your unstoppable spirit, because in the end, the most profound revolution begins within. As you embrace this revolution of the self, let the whispers of your heart guide you through the shifting landscapes of your identity. Each moment of resistance you encounter becomes a point of alchemical transformation, where your fears serve as the forge of your strength. The battles within, though daunting, are not signs of weakness but markers of your profound evolution. Stand in the fire of your awakening and declare your independence from the chains of expectation. You are the writer of your own story, sculpting the narrative of your existence with every choice. This is your moment. Rise, and let the brilliant light of your authenticity radiate into the world. As you journey deeper into this awakening, allow yourself to revel in the discomfort of change. Change can feel like an unruly force, yet it is the very essence of life's pulse. Each challenge faced, each doubt confronted, becomes a stitch in the fabric of your evolving self, weaving strength through vulnerability. Embrace the unknown with open arms, for it is in the uncertainty that the most profound opportunities for growth lie awaiting your discovery. In this dance of becoming, remember that the fire of your journey is not merely for you, it ignites the paths of others, too. By embracing your evolution, you become a beacon of hope and courage, inspiring those who feel lost to reclaim their narrative. As you rise, you weave a tapestry of resilience that calls forth a collective awakening. Celebrate this journey, for you are not just becoming, you are rewriting the story of existence itself, one brave step at a time.